5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopefully there's not a 30-second commercial at the beginning of this stream because I'm just walking in Russia to the best spot for sturgeon. Well, geez, you know what? Let's not do this. Let's go here and see how we do with sturgeon at this other hole where it's super close to shore, and you can probably crank them in pretty quickly compared to 180-foot cast or 130-foot cast where I frequently cast. So, wow, medication's got a nice spread going on right there. 3 rods. I'm gonna set up my 3 rodder, but I got a mix and match. I got some bottom rods, a feeder rod, well, a feeder rod, a bottom rod, a feeder rod, and another feeder rod. But one of the feeders has a basket and one of them has a sinker. So mix and match. Okay, so basically to show you what's going on, I got this is a feeder rod, but I have a sinker on it. I don't have a feeder basket with me. I got a leader on it that's getting pretty worn out. And I have a big hook here. Oh, no, it's only a 6.0, and then that. My number 5, okay, if you look at the line weight here first, 15-pound line weight. All right, so my number 5 feeder rod has a number 7 hook and the same bait, duck muscle. And the leader's in better shape. It's got a sinker on it. And even though these are feeder rods, this one happens to have 28-pound test on it. So number 5 is a stronger rod, stronger line. Well, both stronger rod. It's 37.5-pound rod. It's a 35-pound reel, and it's 28-pound test. And then my number 7, a little smaller hook, but the rod is only 19.5. The reel is 18.7, and the line is 15 pound. My number 6 is the actual bottom rod, which is a hardcore big boy, 52.9-pound rod. My reel can handle 49 pounds, and my line can handle 44 pounds. My leader handles 37 pounds. So this is a hierarchy of strong rod, lesser for the reel, lesser for the line, and lesser for the leader. So this is the weak link in your chain. If that snaps, you still get to keep everything above this. You get to keep your line, you get to keep your feeder basket. I think you keep your feeder basket. And then keep your reel and rod, right? So anyway, we're going to set up. We're approaching daylight here pretty quick. Nobody said hello or anything, so I'm going to go with rod stand. Bam. Look at my rod stand. I'm going to roll my mouse so I raise that rod stand so my rods like stand up. I'm going to cast into that. I'm going past the green bobber marker because I know this is a hole. It's a deep hole. And as soon as I place my rod, I'll show you the depth map. Press M on your key, or yeah, M on the keyboard. I'm not a mouser, so I'm a gamepad guy. So here we are at the railroad train tracks, which doesn't show you the bridge. It really should show you the bridge going over in this map. But here's a big hole. So it's a really good hole. You can see this guy next to me is hauling them in right now. This is going to be catfish and sturgeon. That's why I have a number 6 duck meat on here, or duck muscle. I actually thought that I went to the all right, so notice that bobber was, man, it's tough to see. Watch in the top right hand corner, you're going to see the circle of like when I pull out a new rod, which is going to be what, number 5. All right, see duck muscle, number 7 hook. I have 174 pieces of duck muscle left in my bait basket. I'm going to cast a little past that marker because that's a big blue hole. I could cast a little this way, that way. In fact, I'll turn off my casting and let's take a look again at this. Interesting. So what if I came short of that mark and over to the left? Let's try that. I'm going to see if I can get in that little throat. But I've already got a fish on. Grab this rod, move sideways to set the hook. Strike timed out. Doggone it. We lost him. Oh, that's so aggravating. He took my bait and he ran me out into somewhere in the other water. So I'm going to reel in and recast. Looks like rod number one's got something going. Got to get this frickin' rod out there ASAP. I might also try, there you go. You see in the top right hand corner, sorry I didn't point that out early enough. I got duck muscle number 6 hook with this particular rod, and you can see my rod tip. But when I reel in, you'll see that there's the bobber. And when I cast out there, if I don't touch the reel, if I don't add any extra line, it will be able to judge that it's a 13 or 14 foot deep hole compared to the rest of the river here, which is probably 6 to 8 feet. It really varies, but you can judge that by by throwing a bottom rod or a feeder rod that has the bobber that will show you the depth and the bottom. Oh, well, okay, I guess I put that rod on the hook. Or you can whip out a bobber just like this. Oh man, pinkies. Well, I'm just gonna toss it because I got it set up with number 8 hook and pinkies, but I'll toss the bobber, and I believe this bobber is set to full depth. So full depth is 8 feet. Now that bobber's floating, so the river must be 8 feet at that point. But you know what? I didn't look, and I don't know why I'd be using pinkies at that depth. But there are some fish here that like to live deep, and they're little teeny weeny fish, and I need to catch them because I'm out for every single species at this lake. Ah, yes. Beer is good. All right. There are 25 species at this lake. I have 21 out of 25. So I need some little fish that, are still on my list to catch. Okay, I see rod number, oh, I screwed up. I hit rod 1. I really meant to get that rod. Now, move your rod tip sideways to set the hook and then begin reeling. If you just begin reeling, you may or may not actually get that hook set in the lip of the fish. This is really a flippy floppy rod. I got my drag set super high, which is why you can see me going into the red here. I'm going to turn that down because I don't think this is that big a fish. I want to give him, oh, holy crap, I see the shark fin. That's a sturgeon. But I'm on a super light reel system here, or rod system here, so I'm going to increase my drag. I'm going to try to pull this boy in. Oh my gosh, look how much flippy floppy he's giving me on the line. That's insane. The line is just wagging everywhere. I don't know what that is. I assume that's because that kind of a fish is wagging his head back and forth like fish, use to rip up bait. Hard to tell. We'll see. A sturgeon is the biggest fish at this lake. So I've caught a 120 pounder. I really haven't seen anybody else catch a bigger one here yet. My catfish only goes to 80 pounds, but a friend of mine has a 110 pounder. So I hope I don't lose this guy. Got to maintain rod tension or line tension. You know what though? He's not like click 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 click. He's not dragging out my line. Let me turn on my volume. But yeah, he's not really taking out line. He's coming in pretty easy. So maybe this only 80 pounder. Maybe a 40 pounder. That'd be the smallest sturgeon I've seen. Oh, there comes the train. You can hear that. Click, 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 click. And then you'll hear woo woo. Well, this guy's putting up a pretty good fight for what I predict to be a rather small fish, except for the way he's wagging his head, man. If he was huge, he'd be dragging out line and, just making my drag click, 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 click. I mean, he's doing some of that, so I'm just gonna let off. All right, I'm gonna try to let him come to me. So I quit reeling. Yeah, anything on the rod stand, I'm just gonna let go until I land this boy. I have a feeling this is a big boy. I don't know, based on the wagging of the head, but based upon like how easy he is to reel in, I have to think he's only like an 80-pounder. And I don't even know if to make really, really small baby sturgeon here. I don't think I've caught a 40-pounder. Yeah. Well, so my bobber's going off. You can see the yellow flashing light on the rod stand. Woo! Woo! He was breaching. This might be a big boy. Come on. I'll put you in my koi pond in the backyard. Keep you alive until I can butcher you and eat you. But yeah, I'm not risking. Yeah, I would rather lose whatever was on rod 4 in order to try to land this puppy. Okay, so I'm gonna relax my reel pace again. Maybe he'll come to me. He is. He's coming in at 40 feet. I can't leave too much rod tension. Come on, buddy. I don't want you to start running out 100 feet of line again. It's hard enough getting you in within 50 feet. Woo! There he is again. Yeah, I think I have a shark. He's freaking coming in slow, man. Even though, I'm on a pretty small rod, my feeder rod is that white and green one. Or I'm sorry, my bottom rod is that white and green one. That's a 40-pound test. This one, this might only be the, 20. I got one at 28 pound and one at 15 pound. So, that's a big fish. He's freaking popping the surface. Excellent. I am so close to tripping over to level 50. Oh, shit. He's drugged me out to 95 feet. Oh, man. I'm okay with it. If I get him landed, he's going to give me so much XP, which is experience points. Look at that. He is out of the water 100 feet away. Oh, my God. He's just nuts. I can't increase my drag anymore. I'll break the line. But I guess I can relax my reel and maybe he'll chill out and come closer and then I can suck him in. Man, he's really shaking the frickin' frack out of that frickin' hook. So, woo, woo, slack in the line. Don't let the slack in the line, brother. It's hard not to when you're trying to like coax him in without being just constantly pulling on him. I want to bring him in gently. Maybe he'll come. Maybe he'll come closer. Closer. God damn, the line tension keeps dropping to double. Oh, triple. Oh, God. Into the blue ghost zone. See, now that's why it makes me like apprehensive to like don't try to play him in. Just stay hardcore reeling all the time, nonstop. But now see, okay, he's come back to 75 feet. He's got to be getting tired. It's like running a marathon. This has got to be now, okay, by this time now I've realized, with that much fight in him, even on a 28-pound line, I think this is my 28-pound line feeder rod. He's got to be getting tired. And forgot what I was going to say, but I'm watching this fish and I want to land him. Oh, these sturgeon are with huge amounts of experience points, XP. So I'm gonna take a pause. I don't care what's on my rod stands at the moment, and we're gonna bask in the glory of this sturgeon once we land him. If we get him on the freaking shore, because I had him in. I had him in the 50 feet before, and he started running out. He got his second wind. Now he's got his third wind. Bitch, come on in. Now he's out there to 85 feet again. Motherfucker, come on. Oh, I had really long slack line at that point right there. Shit. Come on, brother. I'm going to take you in no matter what. So you might as well just surrender. Sorry, whatever's on my rod stand right now, I'm going to let you go. You lucked out for today. But look, you could have had a trip to the koi pond. I would put you in this koi pond and love you for until I eat you. Yeah, look at that. I got something on. Oh my god, he shook it. Fucker. I was looking at that stupid fucking third rod. Oh, he shook it after all that. And then this bitch gets away. Alright, I gotta close this. I'm so pissed.